can I say to you? I remember how it felt to take that throne. All that it meant. And all that it did not. A god of war. A god of pain. Of suffering. Of destruction. And the one said I chase a redemption that I know I can never deserve. What does that make me? God of fools. A god of... hope. When all else is lost. You lost everything. And everyone. You became... There is no forgiving you. You chose! I chose. I wasn't sure you'd wake up. I hoped you would. I wanted to show you. I don't have anyone else. I think a lot about meteors, the purity of them. Boom, the end, start again. The world made clean for the new man to rebuild. I was meant to be new. I was meant to be beautiful. The world would have looked to the sky and seen hope, seen mercy. Instead, they'll look up in horror because of you. You've wounded me. I give you full marks for that. But, like the men said, what doesn't kill you just makes me stronger.
Your ancestral home shed.
A trivial sacrifice, when all of China is my reward.
The cup you choose to fill has no bottom. It is time to stop this madness.
Why on earth would I do that?
So your parents can rest in peace.
My parents hated me.
They loved you. They loved you so much that having to send you away killed them.
The dead exist in the past, and I must attend to the future.
You are no match for our kung fu.
I agree, but this is. The year of the peacock begins now. Nothing stands in my way.
A peacock is defeated by a warrior of black and white.
Greetings, Panda. At last we meet.
You are afraid for a reason.
I'm not afraid.
Unless he is stopped, this could be the end of kung fu.
China will be mine.
You were there.
Yes.
Get them all!
Yes, I was. Happiness. Fire! Must be taken. And I will take mine. How did you do it? How did you find peace? I took away your parents. Everything.
You gotta let go of that stuff from the past, because it just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you choose to be now.
I'll tell you what kind of man I really am. I have no strength, but I want it all. I have no knowledge, but all I do is dream. There's nothing I can do, but I struggle in vain like an idiot. I hate myself. All I do is talk a big game and make myself sound like a big shot when I can't do anything. I never do anything, yet I complain with the best of them like it's my job or something. Who the hell do I think I am? I'm a fraud. It's amazing that I can live like this and not feel ashamed. You know I'm right. There's nothing inside me at all. I know there isn't. Guess that's obvious. Anybody could see that. Before I came to this place, before I got into the situation that led me to all of you, do you have any idea what I did with my life? I did nothing, that's what. I've never done a single thing worth mentioning. I had all that time and freedom, but I just squandered it away on nothing. I could have done anything with my life, but I never did a damn thing. And what you're looking at now is the result. This cowardly, weak, worthless crybaby. All of my powerlessness, all of my incompetence is the product of my rotten and pathetic character.
Nagato, it's time for me to ask you a few questions. What happened to Yahiko?
Ah, yes, there was such a fellow once, wasn't there? But he died a long time ago.
Nagato, what happened?
Nothing happened. Nothing except for the war. Too many people died in this land. All that pain forced me to grow up.
What does that mean?
That even innocent, foolish children will grow up in the face of pain. Until their thoughts and beliefs are the same as adults.
But abandoning one's love for his friends and fellow man, is that really what it means to become an adult?
Oh, Sensei. You are still merely a man. However, I, mired in endless pain, have matured and become much more than a man. Yes, I've grown from a man to a god. Since I'm a god, all my words and thoughts have become absolute. Poor Sensei, are still only human. It's not your fault if you don't understand what I'm saying. Things that I couldn't see when I was human are clear to me now that I'm a god. And being a god, I realize that there are things I can do which mortal men cannot even dream of. Or to put it more simply, I have evolved beyond man. At last, I'm going to put an end to this senseless, war-riddled world. This will be my sacred deed. All of humanity, all the nations will learn what pain truly is. Fear would breed a strong aversion to war. Conflicts would cease. It can be said that this world is still in the process of maturing, that it's still on the path to stability. Pain will make the world grow up, just like it forced us to grow up. In order for the world to develop to the point where it can think and walk on its own, it needs the help of a god's hand.
Expecting someone else? You're mine now. Uncle?
So, the Blue Spirit. I wonder who could be behind that mask.
What are you doing here?
I was just about to ask you the same thing. What do you plan to do now that you've found the Avatar's bison? Keep it locked in our new apartment? Should I go put on a pot of tea for him?
First I have to get it out of here.
And then what? You never think these things through. This is exactly what happened when you captured the Avatar at the North Pole. You had him, and then you had nowhere to go.
I would have figured something out.
No! If his friends hadn't found you, you would have frozen to death.
I know my own destiny, Uncle.
Is it your own destiny? Or is it a destiny someone else has tried to force on you?
Stop it, Uncle. I have to do this.
I'm begging you, Prince Zuko. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Who are you? And what do you want?
ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love. There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated. Normally.
And I know you all want me to say that I'll change, that this fucking business will change, but I've learned something in the last few days. Those bastards are worse than us. Politicians, fucking judges, lords and ladies, they're worse than us, and they will never admit us to their palaces, no matter how legitimate we become, because of who we are.
You're all gypsies, right? So would you live in a fucking tent or a caravan?
We're gypsies. We're already underground. Because of who we fucking are, because of where we're fucking from. Isn't that right, Ada? Our Ada knows. She got smart about revolution. And she knows you have to get what you want your own way.
This is my mission. I will have no limitations. I have no limitations.
try to fix it. I did everything. I showed them compassion. I showed them mercy. I walked away. I was the bigger man. And look where the fuck it got me.
If you can't be a part of what comes next, I understand. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I know you did your best. But what I am now, it's not your fault.
My name is Tom Shelby. And today, I'm gonna kill a man.
Talking about an empty chair. Either my chair, my throne. People thinking I'm gonna fall. They start behaving in a different way around you.
Who thinks that?
It starts a circle. Who's gonna take the throne, eh?
You like to play with fire. Don't you, Mr. Shelby?
I feel like I'm gonna tunnel now. Yeah, that feeling when you have to kill. Not be killed. I'll continue.
Till I find a man. And I can't defeat. When I'm released, it is my intention to kill Tommy Shelby.
When I do sleep, I dream. In my dream, someone wants my crown.
We can reach anyone, anywhere.
I don't know what to expect, but neither do my enemies.
So, Tommy Shelby,
You looked at me the wrong way.
it's what you want.
It's not a good idea to look at Tommy Shelby the wrong way.
It's what you shall have.
Is not afraid to die.
You have some kind of death wish, Mr. Shelby.
Today, it'll be me then. Are you? You know, gentlemen, there is hell. And there is another place below hell. But whoever it is, you'll wake up in hell tomorrow.
I have no limitations.
What do I have to do to make people fucking listen to me? I will not stop! Do you understand?
The fuck does man like
get to a position of trust in a place of power and privilege.
I am just an extreme example of what a working man can achieve. Just an ordinary mortal man. Everyone in my family hates me.
We love you, Tom. Whatever it is you're involved in, just tell us. God, you never let anybody in.
He used to sleep out when he was a kid. Barely had find him in the pasture.
I need to say goodbye. You can't sleep. I need to sleep.
When did you last sleep? I can't sleep.
All this time.
I know. Our love still remains.
Where are you, Tom? My big brother?
What was he like before France?
He laughed.
You know, you used to stop sometimes and laugh. Do you even remember this place? Walk into the garrison like a stranger and you sip fucking water.
I know you. You're sick with guilt. I'm alive, Adam. Sick of death at your own hand.
You're still looking for trouble big enough to kill you.
Sick of who you were. When my mother died at the hands of your ambition, you didn't learn your limitations. But this is my mission. And I will have no limitations.
It's like the clock stopped ticking and I'm waiting for the bomb to explode.
The 11th hour.
The 1 minute. The soldier's minute.
Peace at last. You got far enough left. Eventually you'll meet someone who's gone far enough right to get to the same place.
Do I look like a man who wants a simple life, eh?
I'm just like you now.
First I need you back.
You and Arthur.
I need me brother. We need you. All right? You understand?
But what I didn't understand until today.
And I don't care. Because I'm already dead.
Is when you're dead already. You're free.
You've lost your wife. And now your brother too. I thought it would make you different. But it doesn't seem to change you. Nothing seems to change you.
Men like us, Mr. Shelby, will always be alone. And what love we get, we will have to pay for.
You forget, Inspector. I have my family.
You're not even a soldier anymore, Tommy. Leaving your family behind without a goodbye. Not a soldier, you're a coward.
When'd you last kill a man, Mr. Shelby? 4 years ago. His name was Thomas Shelby.
In France, I got used to seeing men die. I know what this is.
Tommy.
It's just myself talking to myself about myself.
Mother, the lady passed through. But wouldn't let me pass. As if there was to be another consequence.
The work's all done, Tommy. It's all done. We can walk away from all of this.
I'm sorry, brother.
So easy. It's so soft.
Send her on. Wherever it is you go.
Such a small change.
In the hope that if there is a destination, it's a yard like this.
You're a gypsy. You have to move around or it all catches up with you.
She's gone, Tommy.
There's some mistakes I've made. Some moves I can try to heal.
New wounds you can open up.
Take a good look, Tom, because one of us isn't going to be here for long.
I'm guessing you people all decided that the only person who could ever kill Thomas Shelby is Thomas Shelby himself. I'd like to raise a toast. A simple toast. To family. Sometimes it is shelter from the storm. Sometimes it is the storm itself.
suffer in purgatory or the fires of hell for all eternity. Think you, Lord, that I can look upon such scenes with equanimity? That I do not dream in the dead of night of returning to your light and the promises of heaven? Am I not a man like other men? And yet, I would sup with the devil if he would show me how to achieve my earthly goals. Your kingdom, Lord, as you have said, is not of this world, but my kingdom is.
I know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the legs to jelly. If I ask you, to what end? Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am. Look. Pretty, isn't it? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Too much to one side, or the other. Reality is often disappointing. That is, it was. Now, reality can be whatever I want. Little one, it's a simple calculus. This universe is finite, its resources finite. If life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist. It needs correction.
You don't know that!
I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it. You're strong. Me. You're generous. Me. But I never taught you to lie. That's why you're so bad at it. I ignored my destiny once. I cannot do that again. Extracts a heavy toll. With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist. I call that mercy.
And then what?
I finally rest and watch the sunrise on a grateful universe. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. Today I lost more than you can know. But now is no time to mourn. Now is no time at all. You should have gone for the head. Daughter.
Did you do it?
Yes.
What did it cost?
Everything.
stressed, get upset, have those sleepless nights. You should, at 17, 18, you should be panicking. And that's going to give you a stress tolerance level that allows you to grow into an adult which can handle a big life. You have things you need to do. You have pressure. You have commitments to fulfill. You're not going to be permanently happy all of the time. There's going to be times you feel a bit pissed off. I certainly do believe that happiness as a man, I can only talk for myself, but my happiness is derived from having this massive ego, which I prove. I didn't just, I'm not, look, there's a lot of people with egos who are jackasses because they ain't done shit. But when people, Mike Tyson in his prime, everyone goes, who has an ego? Duh. It's Mike fucking Tyson in his prime. How are you not gonna have an ego? You're from the projects, you just fucked everyone up, you got billions of dollars. Like, I like that. And I think that most men, if they want to feel happier, they need to give themselves a reason to brag about shit. And they're gonna start to feel a little bit happier. So maybe it's just me, venting. I love to find a brag. I certainly do. I love to buy a new car and go and say, look, third Lambo. Ha, I'm so rich. Ha ha ha. It makes me, part of me enjoys that. And if that inspires people, then good. I absolutely should inspire people. Just like when the guy in the Ferrari drove past me and on my way to college, he inspired me. He pissed me off, but he inspired me at the same time. So, if my bragging inspires people, I absolutely, utterly encourage that. It certainly should inspire people. Happiness is a super interesting and shocking. Happiness to me is a super interesting concept. People come to me and say, I'm not happy. I say, why should you? Like, what do you mean? It's like, who told you you should be happy all the time without working for it? Happiness is at the top of a mountain somewhere. You haven't even climbed it. You haven't even got out of your house. Who tells you? Only Western society has told you you should be happy permanently, without reason, all the time. That's not natural.